I'm currently standing amidst the rubble of a site wherein a beautiful 19th century residence once stood. Built in the late 1800s, the Padilla residence provided comfort, warmth, and countless happy memories for the family. Built by business mogul Nicanor Padilla, father of the government official Ambrosio Padilla, the area's home stood beautifully as an iconic and richly historical stone house, or bahay na bato in the vernacular. With its vivid and unmistakably Spanish design, the house is not only rich in the Spanish colonial aesthetics, design and style, but also in history. If one were to see the residence in full, one would truly stand amazed at the beauty of the structure.
The Pamanang Mansion was bequeathed to the grandchildren from several of Don Nicanor's children. This caused the division of the physical house into parts. A dialogue to explore the possibility of conserving the old mansion's remnants took place. The issues of cost and time to conserve the materials were raised. Will it be worth it to conserve the remains of a non-declared historic structure that has been defaced in previous years? Is there still value and beauty in a seriously dilapidated structure ravaged by almost 50 years of negligence? What lessons are there to learn or impart to others from the serious prospect of undergoing such process? The remaining structure of the Pamanang Mansion was inevitably going down as per owner's decision. Architectural disassembly or deconstruction has been chosen as the method to save the structure.
Allow me to let you in on what might be one of the significant conservation projects ever done in the Philippines, conserving heritage through a green perspective.
After an organized disassembly of the ancestral mansion, the old materials were transported to the green-themed Forbes House project site and were carefully and ethically utilized there. The recovered materials have been assigned their new application. They were gently cleaned, repainted, and reconditioned.
We are now entering the patio, or the lanai we call it. It's a Spanish term for outdoor terrace. This wood accent is part of the Arias house, and we have found these 8x8 posts. We have transferred it here without cutting it. This is the kitchen. There are 4 posts in this kitchen, and then we also are highlighting the windows. Those are also from Arias for the natural light to come in. We are now in the pathway that leads us to the private wing. We took some posts again from the Arias house, and we've located it here just so to highlight the jambs that came from there as well. You'll see it's missing a part somewhere there on top. We retained it that way just so people would know that this came from an old house. There are missing pieces, and this is part of the whole thing. So when you enter, you'll see 2 posts as accent of this landing. These 2 posts came from the Arias house. We did not cut them. They are the original height of the Arias house, exactly here. This is the receiving area of the private wing. We have constructed a trellis coming from the wooden frames of the old Arias house.
Due to the influx of materials from the Pamanang Mansion, some were ingeniously employed to give them purpose with due respect as to what they were previously.
Now this dining table is actually a door from Arias. It has no place here, so instead of it being rotten or being thrown away or discarding it away, we used it as a table. We retained the holes or the damages, so to show the antiquity, and then we retained the paint materials. We retained the color. We just cleaned it and put glass on top to protect it. This part of the attic is a mini library wherein we've put this portion from the Arias house. This was exactly as how you would find it and transferred it here. This is the powder room, and the stones, which you will see in most parts of the house. We've used a lot of stones here. These are from the garage of the Arias house, and the ones that are protruding are the stones from the old house. Now these ones are new. Just so to show which ones are old, we've protruded them. This is one wing of the study halls of the children. You'll see the study table is actually part of the old Arias house. They used to be windows and now we've turned them into study counters. Now this is one of the many windows from Arias. We have used it here, utilized it as a grill door.
A lot of materials were left to show its patina.
Now this is an exact thing from Arias. This is the window, the Capiz window that I was talking to you about. This is the cast iron grills. This is the balusters, and we call this the barandilla, or the lower part of the window, which you can actually open and close. So now we enter the powder room. This is an original door, uncut as is, same size, exactly the same size. We did not touch on the paint. You can see the patina, it's old. We just cleaned it and we sealed it off. This is the dining room. And here you'll be able to see this wooden frame. This is from the flooring of the second floor of the house. We are using it now as a ledge for the frames.
Most paint finishes were left as is. They were just subjected to careful cleaning.
The ceiling of this original kitchen was removed, and you can see the trusses. It's now being highlighted as part of this kitchen. We are now in one of the girls' bedrooms. We have used the cutouts from the original Arias house, and we have retained the color. You can see the patina, and we have imitated that here.
Parts of some decaying materials that were impossible to rescue were salvaged and were creatively utilized and reconstructed into a functional architectural composition.
This is the main door. This is one major important element of this house. Now this door is actually two windows that we turned into a door. These are moving windows, and these are the barandillas, which you can slide in and out. This is again for passive cooling purposes. This is the original grill from the Arias house, and it's a cast iron as well. This is a louver door. On the right side is actually a louvered window that looks like a door. All right, so we've also included the handles and all those accessories to make it look identical to this one. And we enter the bedroom. This is one of the girls' bedrooms. Now the highlight here is this cabinet wherein we inserted the windows and designed it in such a way that they will be the closet doors. These are antique. This is the sliding pocket door that leads to the dresser. This is a window coming from Arias. We've used it as a door.
This is for all the people that have come before me and open doors that I can see.
Despite the additional time and labor required to conserve the old materials, a big amount of money was saved. About 80% of the recovered materials have already been used, and the remaining 20% is still being studied for possible use. The adaptive reuse of an almost forgotten heirloom has resulted in a beautiful tropical sustainable house. The integration of conservation and sustainability in this project has emphasized the value of responsible stewardship to both cultural and natural resources. Pamanong Mansyon is but one of the many examples that Filipinos can echo to further conserve and sustain the beauty that is intrinsic in and truly representative of the Philippines. It is hoped that this conservation and sustainable project will point towards a different way of approaching the reuse of historic material rubbles and ruins, recognizing that ingenuity and faithful respect for the materials may be concurrent with each other, understanding that such brings out the value in them. This project also hopes that it will motivate an attitude to design which may meet the purpose and necessities of the present without compromising the past, at the same time advocating the ability of Mother Earth to continue an equally sustainable tomorrow. The Padilla family is optimistic that their lineage will continually relive the memory of their ancestors' richly embedded heritage, reflect on the recollection of their family's important moments, and carry on their forefathers' legacy as they walk in the past in their new cocoon meant to embrace them now and in the future.